Welcome back to the Sunday Gallery Podcast, episode 13.
We at 13?
Yeah.
Yo, I've been getting the numbers mixed up.
Last podcast, I had to cut the video. I don't know if you see the beginning. I cut
You said 13, right?
Nah, I said 2 instead of 12. So I clipped that part. And I was like, all right, damn. Even the description, I had it all wrong. I was like, yeah, I was
fucking
bugging.
up all the game, man.
Word.
They're spelling Spacely's name and shit.
But yeah, real quick, episode 13. We 13 episodes in. Shout out to my guy Ra, handling business. Can't wait for my guy to return. Shout out Spacely, for stepping in last episode. But as you can see, there's 2. So shout out to my nigga Steve.
Word. The fort.
Word. But you want to check in? And damn, it's
gonna be some short check-ins now.
Yeah, word.
What you been up to, bro?
No, damn. So the last week, what did I do?
Oh, matter of fact, fuck that. Since we filming today fucking Scraps.
Oh, word, yeah,
goes live.
It goes live at it should be. It's supposed to be live now.
Soon,
yeah, right after this this episode or whatnot. But yeah, it's going live. I actually finished the website and completely. There's no password. You can log on and shop. I got 5 pieces out. I'm really hyped about it.
Man's been working on this shit for a year,
nigga.
Bro. Like, word. About time, bro.
Yeah, I was looking at this vlog. I ain't put it out yet, and I'm talking about, I'm gonna get the website going and shit next month. I have like 4 or 5 like vlogs where I'm talking about the website, and that shit was over a year ago.
Every time I hang out with you talking about this shit, bro.
Word. So now that I'm hyped, finally, it's up.
You know what I mean? There's more to come too, because man be out here like sketching like crazy.
Word. And then even when I was out yesterday, and I was like, I'm not even can't say used to talking about it, and shit like that. Well, I had met some dude. I think his brand is called Rise Vision and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And we was he from Mount Vernon, which is crazy because I work in Mount Vernon. Yeah. So we was chopping it up, just like talking about our brands and shit. And then some funny shit came up. I was just like, we sound the same in the sense of like being not shy, but like hesitant in the way we talk about it.
It's your baby.
Word.
Like,
so I'm I'm trying to rock this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Put mad thought into it.
Yeah.
Everybody's been vouching for it. Everybody fuck with it for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We gave you that push, like, my man, you
put the battery in my back,
bro. Like, come on, it's time, bro. It's time, boy. I'm glad it's a day, man.
Word, yeah,
hopefully, I purchased. Link below.
Yeah, word. I got the link below and all that. But yeah, I'm happy about it. Yeah, man. I think that's what I've been working on like the entire week. Just like making sure I got the inventory right. Yeah. The rollout is gonna be the rollout. No special rollout. But yeah, just building community is like.
I've been hearing a lot of shit about the blue one, so.
Oh,
that's
no more.
Fly.
Yeah. Word. Yeah. Hopefully I have enough inventory for. Yo, I was gonna do a pre-order, no funny shit, and I'm like,
nah, you ain't there yet.
Yeah, I'm like, should I scale it and just pre-order? But people was just like demanding shit before.
Now, when you pre-order, it's a headache because people gonna follow up like, yo, where's my order?
Yeah, and it's just like literally, it's just me, like everything top to bottom. So I think that's what makes the journey a little bit more fun and shit like that. On TV, what I was just watching, I forgot. It's some Netflix shit, but
what shit?
That's with the dude who was like a former like Marine or some shit.
Oh, with the black dude?
Yeah, he's like the black Jason Bourne and shit.
I was watching this shit with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, nigga, I watched that shit last night and I'm like, son, that was fire though, but it's I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but I'm kind of like over shit like that though.
Same, I can't be watching. Oh, like the fifth nigga doing this shit, bro. Like I'm good, bro.
Word.
You know what else is good? I've been watching the Kevin Hart shit, Fight Night.
Oh, it's fire.
Yo, bro, the cast is crazy, bro.
Damn, how the fuck I ain't catch it?
It's on Peacock.
It's on Peacock?
Yeah, that's why it's kind of low.
Say no more.
Watch it. It's definitely good. I think it airs like every Thursday.
Gotcha.
So the first 3 episodes drop, but it got my attention.
I'm gonna fuck with that.
Nah, but the cast is crazy.
Like
Lori Harvey's in it, and then I'm like, I ain't never heard Lori Harvey talk. I'm like, damn.
I don't think I've ever heard
she
her
even
talk.
better.
Word. You got Paris in here, so she might come through
she might.
a few times. I hope she don't chew on no wires over there.
She probably gonna jump on this or something, bro.
Paris Moody. Thank you.
Word.
But yeah, we do want to start the episode right. Yeah. Sending her rest in peace again. Second episode straight, man.
Facts.
Rest in peace.
Damn.
Rich homie Quan. He was like, was it 34?
34, bro.
Yeah. Damn. Shit was crazy.
That's a good time to this shit.
Word.
Man, Rich Gang was so crazy, bro.
Nigga.
We ain't getting that shit back.
Where it's just like no time for them niggas to make up. And
yo,
shit.
it's a tough time for Atlanta, bro.
Bro,
like, when you think about it, yo, it's crazy.
Son, and then it's like Doug in jail, like Takeoff passed away.
Takeoff. They say Quavo and Offset squashed their shit though.
I hope so.
Like that same day Quavo posted that shit, they was like,
I really hope
you gotta like.
Yeah, I really hope so, cause like yo, Quavo's going through it, son. It's kind of like,
oh yeah,
he got to be super depressed. Of course he's depressed, but
he can't catch a hit right now, bro.
Yeah,
you know
and it's like, man.
Both of them, honestly, they keep dropping shit, and it's just like they better together. Yeah,
they need each other, man. But hopefully we can get like a little Migos reunion, you know, going or some shit like that.
Yeah,
but,
I'm sure they got some Takeoff in the stash. Mm-hmm. But just don't Pop Smoke this shit, bro. Because you see how they got rid of Pop Smoke? They basically
emptied out everything,
the archive, and just made it like their own way. It ended up like, damn, like his legacy not tarnished or nothing, because
it's kind of like he ain't got nothing left.
Yeah, you know he ain't got nothing left. So it's just, it's unfortunate. R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan again, but you know what I'm saying?
He gave us some hits, man.
Word.
Yeah.
Lifestyle will always be a fucking anthem,
word. And it's kind of like, man, what was it? When he first surfaced, like 2012.
Yeah, I'm horrible with years, bro. I'll say like 2011 or something.
Yeah, like from like 2011 to like 2014, he gave us like hit after hit. You know what I'm saying? And then I had watched one of his interviews, and he was talking about the time he did the Biggie verse for Lil Kim.
Oh, he fucked up the whole verse. What verse was it again, though? Juicy?
Yeah, no. I want to sit on my living room floor.
Oh, yeah,
right.
He was like, get money.
Get money. That was the shit. So tell me why he was on, what's this nigga podcast? He used to be on Smack, the rapper. He gets shit in the barbershop. Math Hoffa.
Oh, Math, yeah.
So he was telling the story, right? He was reading the words off the projector, but then the projector went out. Oh. And then he was just like, oh, I fucked up, so I might as well just wing it and shit like that. And then he was like, while he's there, they showing Fat Joe's face.
I think Kim was on stage at the time. Yeah.
So he's like, they showing Fat Joe's face, and he see the disappointment in Fat Joe, so he kind of like, damn, y'all got me going crazy.
But he an Atlanta dude, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
I'm sure he listened to Biggie, but not to the extent like.
And they say originally it was supposed to be Fab, but Fab like I guess he was like either on tour or they couldn't get their dates to like link up.
That makes a lot more sense, because it'd be like Fat, like Rich Homie Quan and Lil Kim. That was so random.
Yeah,
bro,
it was like a random ass mix and shit.
It definitely was a Fab type thing. They could have even got Mano or something, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, pull any Brooklyn nigga off the street.
Nigga, bro. Get designer.
Son, nah, but
the fucked up shit about him passing is like not everybody's like. It's unfortunate too, because you kind of get your flowers when you pass, bro. Everybody.
And he said that in the interview. Son.
And somebody who was it? Like I gotta dislike shit with academics, but he was right. He was just like, that shit crazy, motherfuckers be putting up RIP, but he was reaching out to you to get on the track, but you couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah, but
it's crazy. Yeah, it's just like niggas appreciate you when you're going, son.
Bro, man. You know what's crazy? Like sometimes I be watching like shows, like a movie or something like that, and I look at an actor, and I'll be like, damn, bro, like this motherfucker really be in mad movies.
Facts.
But I feel like he won't get the credit he deserves until
he passed away.
Which is unfortunate as fuck. But
son.
Damn,
and that's I'll say that's damn near everybody.
Like Chadwick Boseman, I feel like Chadwick was in everything, bro. Son. But then people ain't realize, like, damn, he paid Jackie Robinson too.
Yeah,
so he passed, bro.
Catalog is crazy, but it was kind of like niggas only really cared about Black Panther. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was his bag was way deeper than.
You ever seen Draft Day?
Draft Day.
Nah. It was him. I want to say Kevin Costner. So Boseman played like a linebacker, but he was like a gutter linebacker. But it was like
crazy.
It was like the Cleveland Browns trying to like the whole. I'll send you the link. Whatever. It's too much.
Damn, son. Yeah, it's just like I'm trying to like hope. I hope niggas continue to give people their flowers while they can smell them and shit.
And not just on drink champs.
Yeah, word. Because that Rich Homie Quan shit is crazy when you think about like all the shit that he put out. One of my favorite shits was like Walkthrough.
Oh yeah, Walkthrough made you fly. Yeah.
I first got like my current job, nigga. I was dead ass listening to that shit, walking to work. I felt like I was the man.
That's how I found out that he passed. What's his name? You know, Problem. Because that was him. I forgot it was him and Problem that did that track.
Yeah.
Problem posted it like, I want to say, I just opened my Instagram like 30 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck you mean R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan?
Damn.
Then I look, I was like, oh, nah, bro. That shit crazy.
Word. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wonder about the stories that, you know, like, we looking at it from a fan perspective, but like the people who like ran with him every day, made tracks with him, like his DJ, remember? You know what I'm saying?
His DJ,
like, word. Like, I wonder how you know what I'm saying, what stories that they have that we didn't hear about and shit like that.
That's everybody, bro. I be thinking about that shit with Nip.
Word,
Damn.
son.
Like them days must have been crazy, bro.
Yo, when I heard his brother's interview with Big Boy and shit, I'm like, yo, their story's got to be crazy.
It's crazy,
yeah,
bro.
because one of the part I think in one clip he had mentioned like how Nick was so invested in like cripping and shit like that, and I was just like, he was like every day he was like the shit was like clockwork for Nick. Niggas disrespect him, take off the chains, and fight. So he's just like, yeah, that shit was every day. So I like low key want to do like a day in the life. You know what I'm saying? If I could just follow a rapper for a day.
See, you see the other one? What's his name? Dude from Philly. Like they follow him for a day. The next day he got murdered, bro.
Nah, see.
Yeah, it's a different time. Like, you can't do that shit now, bro.
Word. But you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know, rich homie Quan.
Word.
Again, rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop.
Word.
And it's just like, and we could stay on the topic of music and shit like that because I want to talk about like production. And, you know what I'm saying? And I think I would say like 2010 on kind of like revolutionized like production in my opinion because it's like.
Nah, it's always been there.
I don't know. I mean, it's always been there, but in terms of like the more upbeat, fast.
Yeah,
like,
when Kanye came out with 808s, it was completely.
Yeah, it was kind of like after that, I kind of like
different.
Like,
Motherfuckers got clever and shit.
Facts.
Another kind of like tape was Cushion Orange Juice to me.
Oh yeah,
Cushion
damn.
Orange Juice, like a real like production wise, a real evolution into like what we hear today.
Word, like even I'll go out on a limb and say Yeezus was like a techno album.
Niggas had to get into like the groove of that. Like when it came out, motherfuckers was like,
nah, like what is he trying and shit?
Yeah, but that's how I was. I feel like that's how music is. Like after a while, you might hear that first and be like, you not really like it.
Word, nah, I think that's like everything that you listen to. I think I got on like a year after and shit like that. It took me forever to get to like Detroit. Like I fuck with like old school Detroit, but like now with like the Babyface Ray and them and shit like that, I'm like
crazy.
now I'm like,
yo, his album gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
like
so
his next
like,
album got Fab in it.
Oh, you got Fab.
Yeah, he got Fab on it, bro. He got Fab on it. So
that's
it's gonna
crazy.
be crazy. It's up.
So yeah, even with like the Detroit rappers, I'm like, nah, these niggas is spitting, son.
Bro.
Like, and they got their own sound. That's the
shit crazy.
Man.
You know what's crazy? They kind of grew into their sound because it's like they've been rapping for so long, bro. It's been like 10. They our age.
Clockwork. Oh, that's crazy. It's clockwork
so
to them.
So it's kind of like they grow into that sound, and it got to the point that motherfuckers bite that sound. So you know.
Honestly, like even Larry June, I think when you first started listening to him, I listened to him for a minute, and then I was like, I think when was it? Nah, it was before LA. I think it was when Midnight. What was the shit?
Midnight Organic.
Yeah, Midnight Organic.
I think
came out.
Midnight something. I forgot.
Yeah, but I started listening there, and I'm like, I'm about to get all my picture captions from this nigga. And I started like tapping in, and I'm like, yeah. I was like, this nigga got an ear for music and shit. But that's what it's always been and shit for the most part.
It's like OCD, my nigga, or AD, what's you call ADD or something like that. I don't know what it is. Like I gotta just constantly. Ask anybody who's around me. If I'm in the crib, I'm just like on Apple Music, just like
finding new shit. Yeah,
basically.
No funny shit. You should like put out a playlist every week or every time you discover some new music and shit like that.
I'll probably give y'all a top 10.
Yeah, like
of the week.
Every week and shit like that.
Top 10 of the week, yeah. Matter of fact, on the bottom of the description, I'll give y'all top 10 of the week what I'm fucking with.
Yeah, facts.
That'd be fire, yeah.
See how I baited him into like a new job.
Crazy. Now I really gotta think more.
Got you. Word. When you think of like production, like who would you say your favorite producer of all time is?
The Neptunes.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Neptunes is like really.
Yeah.
They kind of. Yeah, it was different. Like hip hop is so raw. Even like not even hip hop. They even go to R&B. Like you know what I'm saying. Neptune, Pharrell and Chad. I like Pharrell and Chad together. I don't like Pharrell and separate shit. Yeah, they got to be together. Like that whole Neptune's album.
Yeah.
Classic, bro. Classic. With fronting on it and shit.
It's crazy. My guy Benjamin, like he loved the Neptunes and shit like that, and so does my man. What's his name? Is it Trav? Yeah, Trav loved the Neptunes, but I'm like, yo, how the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just never. I guess it's like the type of music I listen to that never hit me. And I'm like, yo, the Neptunes. But now that you said it, but looking back, I'm like, yeah, the niggas was monsters.
Bro, I listened to like some on YouTube that was like every bridge from the Neptunes. Like you see like when a song like breaks away from like a different type of sound, like somebody singing a solo or something. Yeah. It was like 45 minutes of it, but I was just sitting listening to it like, damn, these motherfuckers is geniuses, bro.
Word. And
like even being in the studio, remember like that video of Kanye in the studio with Pharrell?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Even like the way Pharrell reads music to me is kind of like fucking like,
it's
because he'll just be looking at you don't even know what he's thinking. You'd be like, Like he be like trying to get in your head, like what the fuck are you thinking when you made this shit, bro? But shit be crazy.
Fire.
I always had a fascination, like people who know, like who look into music and just like it's deeper than just the sound. Like it's just like it's crazy to me.
Gotcha. I want to say my favorite producer of all time. It's always gonna be Jay Dilla because of like how I got introduced, and I always want to shout out my nigga Jay for introducing me to.
You put not put me onto that, but you made more attention to Jay.
Yeah, Jay. My nigga Jay, he first moved to New York. This is when Jay first moved to New York, right? Mm-hmm. So he listening to like Mike Brown, Slumville and shit like that. So he come, we meet or whatever. I was probably like 18, 19 at the time. So this is like 2005, 2006.
That's prime MySpace.
Yeah, word.
Prime
So
MySpace. Nigga
put me on to like Jay Dilla. I mean, we in the crib because this is when Jay was into producing.
Yeah.
So we listened to the nigga like religiously, and then now I get my first iPod Classic. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my nigga Jawanki. I go to his crib. You remember with the torrent files? You just drag and drop them in your iPod. Nigga, Jawanki had the whole.
Jawanki's crib was the spot when you needed to do homework on the computer. Like I ain't have a computer at the time, so I went to his crib.
The nigga put me on the Jay Dilla dog, and I just like never looked back. But then at the same time, it's like I was like always like co-signing Kanye and shit like that. Yeah. And then when I look at that nigga discography, it's like, yo, just pick a year,
bro. It's
pick
crazy.
a year. You know what I'm saying? And
I was just listening to what's the first album? Not College Drop. Late Registration.
Late Registration.
I was listening to that shit again, and I was like, damn, bro, that shit is crazy.
I seen an old clip of this nigga making a Good Life beat, and I'm like, son, but it's like, boom, like the nigga is just like I seen him make. You know that track like All Day Nigga?
Oh yeah.
Stop. Yo, I seen a nigga make the beat, but it's kind of like how like beats are developed. It's almost like he got it like he got the ending in mind. But if you see the way he builds the beat, dog, I'm like, nah, this nigga's genius.
Yo,
son.
It's crazy. Like when he made the bounce.
Oh yeah,
the Blueprint,
yo,
and then he put Hov on. Hov's like, what the fuck, bro? Mm-hmm. Shit, crazy.
This Can't Be Life.
Yeah,
on Dynasty, yeah. He got
mad
shit.
Son. He got mad shit, bro. And I love the Kanye songs that you don't even know that it's produced by Kanye.
Yeah, word. No, one track that I was like surprised that he produced was that Ludacris shit. Stand Up. When I move, you move. Yeah,
I didn't even know that. That's crazy,
right?
I didn't know that.
When I was like, damn, nigga, like you know what I'm saying? So
Kanye
like
got some shit, bro.
And then the album that he produced for Nas. And he had like the whole good music out in Queensbridge.
Oh yeah.
Cop shot the kid. I forgot. He on the track. I know he was on the album.
Remember he was pissed off. He was like, "Man, this motherfucker, I got Nas rapping off beat."
Yeah. he was like, "Yo, I'm blowing up Nas' phone. Yeah. He ain't want to pick up. Don't want to shoot the video. Yeah, and then shoot the video without me and shit."
I remember that was an issue for Nas. Like, he just couldn't shoot videos. Remember that K-Slay shit where it was like. Mm-hmm. I think it was K-Slay, A. Marie. Yeah. They tried to get Nas to shoot the video, but Nas didn't show it, so they got loaned. Nas was like horrible at that shit.
And you know what? Some funny shit we didn't mention last episode was the crash outs. Remember when Nas went to 105.1 to go at everybody on Hot 97 when Jay-Z performed Takeover?
Yeah.
And then he was like, Nori, I love you, but the bars is whack.
And then Nori said, yo, Nas can't fight.
I think he said Nas had one fight in his whole life. I'll fuck him up. Yeah, nigga went off on everybody and shit like that. But yeah,
you could tell that nigga he got in his feelings about that shit.
Yeah, word.
But Ether won.
Just let him down hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, there was another track. I think Kanye track.
Yeah.
I think it's probably my favorite Kanye produced shit. It was Mobb Deep. You ever heard that Throw Your Hands?
Yeah. Yo.
The violins was crazy, the guitars and shit. I'm like, nah, bro.
Even through the wire, like even like when you listen to it and shit without,
this motherfucker had his mouth wire shut, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, his production is crazy. But a part of me feel like he played a real pivotal part in like Hov's career.
Absolutely.
In terms of like keeping him.
I feel like everybody played a part in Hov's career.
Yeah,
but Hov kind of like see it like, okay, he kind of got them together.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Beans ate up Hov every fucking track he was featured on.
Can't Be Life, nigga.
Can't Be Life. What's the other shit? There's some shit that I think it was on Apple. It was on Apple, but they took it off.
1900 Hustle? No, that's Freeway. Freeway's on 1900
Hustle. Some shit about he was rapping to his pops.
Ah, damn. Let me see. Nah, nigga gonna make me search this shit.
Word.
Hoven and Beanie Siegel?
Yeah, Beanie Siegel, Jay-Z.
Where I'm from? Nah,
it's some other shit. Where have you been? No.
But they're on a few tracks. They
Still Got Love For You.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy.
Body them. You know what I'm saying? Yo, crazy. But they
ignorant shit. Beans had the shorter verse, but he still bodied.
Remember Stick to the Script? I think it was on Dynasty. What
Beans
else
is an underrated rapper, bro. I don't think he get the credit he deserves.
What's that shit? Put your hands up. Do it again.
Oh yeah. My favorite meme is when somebody do some crazy shit. They say like the cops gonna come after them, and they do that. What's that Beans video?
Which one?
I feel it in the air, and the nigga turns around like, oh, somebody coming.
No, I'm dead. Yo, Rockefeller Dad had an army, son.
Bro, that's a crazy.
Could you imagine if they stood together and like had Kanye's production, like for everybody, like across the board? I felt like he would have ate with Cam. He would have ate a lot with the Young Guns. It's still crazy to me that they was pushing Petey Crack ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, it made sense.
Flip side was crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And he had the Neo shit.
Oh, so, yeah. So he had leverage. He had leverage.
And he was Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
so you could put, and I think reggaeton was hot at the time, so you could just throw some shit like that.
Word.
It never happened. But Petey was a monster too.
Son, there's this video of Dame Dash behind the scenes for it's a state property video and shit like that. Remember that? I don't know if you've seen like the last days of the Rock, where Dame Dash go to
the jewelry shop.
Yeah,
he was like, "What the fuck got you this
it was
chain?"
Cam. You know what I'm saying? It was Cam.
It was Cam.
Yeah, it was Cam.
Oh,
it was Cam who pawned the shit and got a diplomat chain.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so he going off on the dude, and the dude, I fuck with the dude because
I didn't even know. In the
he
video,
was. He was like, niggas holding down Cam and shit like that. But then it shows like them at the state property music video shoot and shit like that. And Nori out there. Yeah. Remy Ma was out there. That's when they shot
Criminal Background.
Yeah, Criminal Background, state props back now. Yo, the niggas had an army, son.
Crazy.
But yeah, man.
I wish that clothing line came back. I want a state property jacket.
Word. And then they music videos like, looking back at it now, like the Young Guns, the song was like some bullshit, but Friday Night in the Bass was nigga. Everybody was in that video, son.
The BET Uncut state property video.
Yeah, word.
Dirt McGirt. Yo, dirty bastard.
In that video, the Friday Night, we could watch it after this shit. Cassidy was in the video, and Cassidy was like almost at his peak at that time. Yeah. Then they had Chingy in the video, Bleak, Jim Jones.
Oh yeah, Trina was in there.
Ye was in the car with the niggas. Remember when they was like riding through 42nd Street? Yeah. And Chris is young. I think it's young Chris, Neef. I forgot who's driving, but Ye is in the car with them. That shit was crazy.
So that's a choke, no joke.
Yeah. And that's where that story. I don't know if you heard about that story where Beanie Siegel saved Kanye at a restaurant in 42nd Street. Yeah. All the same. That shit was fire, yo. They really had the army, son.
That's why Kanye still fuck with Beanie.
Yeah, word. I know. Damn, I don't know if I think I mentioned it in the chat, but he shouted all them niggas out and shit like that. Recently, when he's in Korea, he was like, this song for Jay-Z. He's like, shout out to Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak, Biggs. I think he shouted out Tata and Lenny S.
Oh, word? That's
and Biggs. And then he did a track for Pusha T, shouted out Pusha T and shit. Tiana Taylor. I was like, that was weird.
Rockefeller used to look like it was wild fun, bro.
Yeah. Like, Rockefeller had to be fun. You know what I'm saying?
Remember the block, everybody on the block was like, yo, who's you on the block? I'm Young Chris. I
was OC like a motherfucker shit. Yo, deadass. I swear I was OC and shit. When they used to go to Hot 97 and freestyle and shit.
Who the fuck was it that had that Rockefeller chain? That it was like the Rockefeller logo and it had all the branches. Yeah. I never forgot that shit. I'm like, damn, bro, he got all the.
We was heavy on the rock, son. That's the shit that was crazy. We was heavy on the rock, man. But it's kind of like it was short lived because them niggas didn't stay together for long.
I mean, when you think about it, motherfuckers was like what 25. Young Guns was like 19, 20.
Yeah, we young niggas there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put yourself that age, nigga. Like, that shit crazy.
That's crazy. And Chris was like, what, 16, 17 at the time?
Yeah.
Nigga, he was. That's
when Can't Stop Won't Stop came out. It was like they were 19. Shit crazy.
Ahead of their fucking time, son.
Way ahead of their time, bro.
I met me and Billy met young Chris. At what was it? It was The Forge. That was the club. The Forge.
The Forge.
He was he like a cool ass nigga. But he was just like, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily in the cut, but like a nigga you can approach and not really be bothered by it, shit like that. Yeah. Like he was cool. That was a crazy ass night too. I want to say it was Antione Walker's birthday party.
That's so random.
I got a funny
ass. Was that the Gerald Green shit?
Yeah, son. So that was the night I met Gerald Green. And then there was a fight that broke out with what's the nigga that's on Gilbert Arenas podcast? Rashad McCants.
That's the most unliked nigga.
Oh, nigga. Nah.
I don't want to say nobody like him, but his takes be wild as fuck. Wild as fuck.
Yo, you see the take that he had? Not even the take, but the clip where Dwight Howard is on the podcast, and then Rashad McCants is wearing a jersey of like Kobe dunking on Dwight Howard. That picture that he got He
wore that
yeah, he wore it.
He be asking for a fight, bro. Yeah, he be asking for a fight.
So, nigga, tell me why that night is Antoine Walker's birthday party. This is like post All-Star, like Antoine. He's not even.
Yeah,
like,
I think this
is Miami
Maverick.
Heat.
Oh,
Miami Heat.
He was
like
done,
nah. What team he came after? What team he was on after Miami? He was damn near out of the league, right?
I think he went back to Boston. That's when he was rocking the '88.
Oh no, he was out of shape in this one, so he might have been back in Boston.
Yeah.
So it was his birthday party, right?
No, matter of fact, he was in Minnesota. It was the Timberwolves.
Nigga played for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's what Rashad McCants, Gerald Green.
Oh shit! Yeah. All right, so it's his birthday party. Nigga, let me tell you who's in the club. You be like, nah. Corey Brewer. Remember
you showing your age.
Yeah, nigga. Corey Brewer, Al Jefferson, Gerald Green, Rashad McCants, Antoine Walker. Who was their point guard?
Their point guard.
Was it the nigga from Syracuse? Got injured.
Oh, Johnny Flynn?
I want to say Johnny Flynn was there, but I could be wrong. But
Ricky Rubio.
Nah, he wasn't. Ricky Rubio for sure
yeah,
wasn't there, right? So, whatever. We in the club, whatever. Billy working security and shit. So, it's
Billy's
me.
like the smallest security guard.
Word. All this nigga do is push-ups.
Word.
You know right.
He put me in an environment when I first seen somebody do coke for the first time in my life. That shit was like an eye-opening experience. I was like, oh, it's like
nigga,
that.
That shit was flooded. I forgot the Ravens quarterback at that time, but it was like his first game, and he threw a touchdown for the win, and they played against Miami. I forgot who it was. Black quarterback. It's
not Steve McNair?
Nah, for the Ravens. Definitely not Steve McNair. He was a young dude. He had, it was crazy because they celebrated him in the club for making a game-winning touchdown. That's funny because we was in Florida. But I can't remember the nigga's name or whatnot. Billy would know. Yeah. So Jim Jones is in there and shit. Like it's crazy ass night.
No wonder there was a fight.
Yeah. So like, but he was drunk. Yeah, he was drunk as fuck. But he ended up like just chilling and going. So and the Forge is two parts. There's a restaurant part that turns into a club, but then in the back it's like a club there as well. Mm-hmm. Derek Jeter was there, nigga.
Oh nah.
Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada.
Damn.
Son, Derek Jeter best friend is black. They had every type of girl you can imagine in their section, right? Yeah. So, nigga, Derek, I'm no funny shit. I've never been starstruck, but Derek Jeter,
I seen him.
Son, I was like,
I know how you feel.
Yo, son, I'm like,
damn,
yo, I'm like, Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada there. So, Derek Jeter, they get up, whatever. They ended their night. The nigga tapped me in the shoulder. He was just like, yo, have a good night, bro. I'm like, nigga, Derek Jeter just said his man's dapped me up, and then Jorge Posada just like ignored the fuck out of me. So fuck Jorge Posada. Shit, nigga. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But fast forward, they leave, right? What's that? I Love New York. You remember that reality show? Yeah. I think his name is
Chance.
Chance was there, and then there was another nigga who was like a bald headed dude. He was fucking up niggas on the show. I think it starts with a T.
Fuck. I think I know
you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah. He always a fighting niggas.
Yeah. So he was there. Busta Rhymes was there.
Yo, my nigga, whose birthday was this?
It was Antoine Walker's.
Damn, that's crazy.
So, all right, fast forward. Geraldine, you just know a nigga's not like I won't call him a troublemaker, but a nigga who's just with the bullshit, right?
He was young.
So he chilling. The reason I know this is because nigga watch, son. Nigga outfit was low key trash, but he had his watch that lit up the whole fucking room. Nigga, I'm like, yo. So I had the picture on my MySpace. This nigga or whatever, we take a picture, right? And I think the nigga's going like this, but the whole time he had Mr. Finger.
Yo, I never remember that.
So I'm like, this nigga gang. I'm like, this nigga throwing up his set the whole time. He had a whole Mr. Finger and shit, right? So me and this nigga take a picture, right? And then these two girls thought like that was my man's and shit. Mm-hmm. So they run up on me like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's my favorite. Once I said that was my favorite basketball player, curved me immediately, nigga. Nah. I was like,
why'd you say that?
Nigga, I didn't know what they was doing. So whatever, right? After we take the picture, Billy talking to, I think he's talking to Busta Rhymes, right? Mm-hmm. So it's hard. All right, so you Busta Rhymes, right? Rashad McCants, like what his mic is, right? So just picture this is one side of the club, that's another side of the club, right? Mm-hmm. They got their own security. Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves got their own security, right? We hear commotion. Some niggas try to drive to the grab Rashad McCants' chain. Mm-hmm. This nigga Billy shove Busta, run through me and hop over the sofa, and just like how like a nigga get there and just lost and don't know what to do.
That's that Chicago
Yeah,
shit, bro.
I'm like, first and foremost, nigga, why are you saving the nigga that's like 6'3", 250? You know what I'm saying? Who got security. So Billy in front of the nigga.
Wait, was he working security?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah,
Billy
I understand.
So Billy like got the nigga Rashad McCann's behind him. And
nigga said, nobody touch him. Nobody touch him.
Like, nigga, tell me why, like, all right, so they break it up, right? The nigga Al Jefferson told the nigga in the club
like
and
6'10",
shit.
bro.
Nigga just hop over a chair. I didn't even know Corey Brewer was 6'10", right?
Yeah, he told
So Corey Brewer come to where I'm at, and then he was just like, man, I ain't with all that shit or whatever, right? So me and the nigga, I was dead ass about to ask the nigga about Joe Kim Noah and Al Horford. So whatever, Billy stopping the fight and shit. So nigga, tell me why this nigga Joe. So they break up the fight, right? Rashad McCann's like, yeah, niggas hit me, whatever, telling Billy and shit. So they trying to make sure his chain is straight and shit like that. So the niggas that was on it, you know what I'm saying, they were still there, whatever. They broke up the fight. Nigga Gerald Green get in the middle of the shit and just start dancing and was just like, I'm with, you know, nigga 6'8", you know what I'm saying? So this nigga's like, he's dancing like daring the niggas. Once the nigga got on that type of time, I was like, man, it was me. Another security guard and Corey Brewer just standing there just waiting for the shit to end and shit. So they end up getting the niggas out. Gerald Green was the only nigga following the crowd. I'm like, yo, somebody get this nigga. Cause I'm like, this nigga is with the shit. He was with the shit.
Where he from, dude?
Houston.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas. You know what I'm saying?
He different.
So the shit was hilarious. So the night ended shit and I'm roasting nigga Billy. I'm like, yo, what made you save the nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Nigga thought he was gonna get a bonus?
Yeah, word. I'm like, nigga didn't even tip him and shit.
Nigga's not even their best player.
When I say nigga hopped over the sofa, my nigga, like, it was like a hurdle. Like,
I believe
you know
it
what I'm
too.
saying, son? So I'm like,
if you ever watch Billy playing basketball, you'd be like, all right, I understand. Like, this motherfucker,
yo, oh God.
he built different.
Yo. Nah, but that shit was like the craziest night, son. I was like, yo.
I remember the picture. I'm like, oh shit, Gerald Green, what the fuck?
Word,
I was like, MySpace, right? And I was
yeah.
like, damn, Gerald Green is random as fuck.
One credit I do give Billy and shit is just like everybody, like celebrity wise that he meets somehow still connected to the nigga.
Yeah,
like him and Busta Rhymes still cool. Yeah. Him and Paul Kane still cool.
That motherfucker street fan.
Word, low-key street fan at this point.
Fan,
but this nigga, he dapped up Jim Jones and shit. But I mean, he always used to think he was like, he used to like try to like, walk and talk. Yeah, he wanted to be copper and shit. Nigga thought he was Dipset, but he played it cool that night and shit like that. That night was flooded, nigga. That shit was one of the craziest nights I experienced.
I believe it.
But Derek Jeter, my nigga, when that nigga touched my shoulder, my nigga, like I dead ass didn't even want to wash my t-shirt.
I seen him at my fucking. He actually came to my junior high school.
Oh, that's
so
fire.
one time, like in the auditorium, like I was cool with like the principal and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So me and my homeboy, they got us on the stage before they bring all the kids in. Yeah. They was like, we got a special guest, but they didn't tell us who it was.
Yeah.
So we just there sitting down. And then we look at like one of the seats they had on stage. We like, I think they needed some kids. So I was kind of like one of the background kids.
Yeah.
So the motherfucker was like, there's a white paper that said Derek Jeter. Niggas like, yo, Derek Jeter about to come here?
No.
That nigga there pulled up. I was like, damn, I ain't never really seen a nigga glow like this.
Yeah,
bro.
word.
Like you could tell the aura was there. I'm like, yeah. But then somebody hit me up like weeks later, like, I got a picture with you and him. I was like, what you mean I didn't take a picture with him? I just happened to be like standing by and then look at the camera. I'm like this, like man.
Nah.
That's what I put on IG. I was like, yeah.
Nah, that shit is crazy. Nah, Derek Jeter is one of the coolest niggas I ever met.
He chill. He gave me a dap. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like one of those niggas. Like I don't really be starstruck, but it was kind of like, damn, this is really a cool ass nigga and shit like that.
I didn't think I would ever be starstruck at my big age until I seen like T-Mac in person.
Oh damn, that had to be crazy,
bro. That shit was just like I was stuck. Ask anybody that was there with me. I was legit like. And then I was like, I gave him that nigga. Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
You called him Tracy McGrady, or did you call him T-Mac?
Nah, I said T-Mac.
Oh yeah.
I fuck around, probably ain't say nothing. I just kept looking at him, bro. But he was coming my direction. I was like, this, I juice ball. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
As fuck.
Oh man. I don't think I've ever met like any NBA players. I seen Antione Walker again when I was in Chicago in the pandemic.
Yeah, shit matter,
yeah. I never. I don't think I met Gerald Green, but I don't think I've met like any superstar.
Nah, not really.
I don't think I know anybody who met a superstar either, like NBA wise.
Nah, because it's kind of like hard. It's crazy because we in New York too, so like New York is so like
it's
closed
crazy,
in that it's just like
nigga. One time in 2008 before they blew up, I seen Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook. Had no idea like they were going to be who they are today.
Oh, that's random.
It was on 59th Street. Remember I used to work by the Apple store. Mm-hmm. I was doing security for the Japanese.
Oh yeah, I was on Abercrombie and shit.
So I was walking and I see the two niggas, but not like know who the two niggas are. Mm-hmm. But you can just tell like like NBA players and shit like that.
It's like draft time.
Yeah, and then like it didn't hit me until like years after. that it's 2010 because this is when they playing for FIBA Team USA, right?
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook posted a picture of him and Derrick Rose in New York. And I'm like, these two fucking niggas,
bro.
Yo. And
what you would do? We run across the street?
Yeah, and I know what I done. Nah, but only time I got mad at somebody meeting like a superstar was my homegirl Joy. She met like MVP Derrick Rose.
Like, man, that's tough.
Met him, dapped him up, hugged him. I'm like, damn, you met prime D Rose, son. Yo.
Even if I met D Rose now, I still look at him like it's prime.
Yeah,
it's
still
D-Rose,
prime and
bro.
shit.
Like,
yeah. You know his son.
That 30 for 30 be tough though.
Word,
yeah,
gonna be fire.
Yeah.
You know his son played for Gauchos.
Nice.
Yeah, he nice. He played for the Gauchos team. That's right across the street. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm like, all right, let this nigga pull up and shit. Let me ask him for the 1-on-1 and shit. Yeah. Oh.
Nigga gonna pull up in the whole uniform.
Word. Like, yo, what's good, nigga? Get that 1-on-1.
I got Chicago. I got Minnesota.
I got the Cleveland shit
too. I got
too,
Olympic,
nigga.
bro. I got the FIBA one, bro.
Nah, that should have me dead. No. But like rap wise, have you met anybody rap wise? Like rap superstar?
Like a rap superstar.
Yeah, I have. Nigga, the only nigga I met was fucking, what's this nigga name? Billy Cousin.
Young Berg.
That's the only nigga I met like that actually like I can remember.
Damn, I'm trying to think. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think I met anybody like any hip hop.
Like, I had to have a conversation with them. Nah, because I'm like, even if I see somebody, I'm like, I don't want to ruin their day.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
just
saying?
running up to them.
I'll give them like they props, like, oh yeah, good shit or whatever, but then just keep it moving. But for the most part, nah.
Nah, right? Yeah, I don't think I've ever that I can remember and shit like that. I can't run up on a nigga anyway and just be like, yo, what up, nigga?
Yeah. Well, I went to like a Wale concert.
Yeah.
And then like at the time I was like high as hell.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, with the people I came with, somehow we just all got like fucked up and then we just separated.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, yo, where my niggas at? Like, I'm looking around and shit. And then next thing you know, it's like a Wale concert. This is when I forgot what shit was. This is like Lotus Flower Bomb and shit.
Oh, okay.
So he had a show there, and Trey Songz just so happened to pull up as I'm looking for my homeboy. Yeah. And I got all black on, so I'm like, his people got on black. Let me see if I get this shit off, bro. So I got in the concert with Trey, son, and then, but like they had to go to the VIP, but when they were going to VIP, I made like a left to go to generic. I was like, so I hit up my homeboys like, yo, where y'all at? I'm inside. They was like, yo, we can't get in. So I'm like, damn. I was in there by myself. But ever since then, I'm like, I could be at the concert by myself.
Word. That's fine. No, nigga finesse.
Yo, crazy finesse. I'm like, damn, I can get this shit off, bro.
Because I only got celebrities and shit. I'm like, them niggas ain't easy to talk to, son.
Nah.
Because, you know, I also look at it like everybody run up to them all the time, take out their phones and shit like that.
That shit gotta be annoying, bro.
But to me, also, too, I think it takes a lot of courage to go up to someone and just ask for a picture. So I feel like for every one person that run up to somebody, there's 100 more who just didn't.
And it depends on the approach, too.
Word.
The way much, like, if motherfucker come up rowdy and shit, they don't really engage. But if they be like, oh, yo.
Even that shit where, you seen that clip with Travis Scott when that little kid came up to him and kind of like pushed his hand off of him?
Oh, yeah.
And they was in the comments like you know what I'm saying, roasting the nigga.
You seen the LeBron one?
Which one? Stop.
Stop that.
Yeah,
I mean, yo, LeBron is the funniest dude I've ever seen, bro. He knows he be trying.
Yo, nah. Speaking of liked and like popular like rappers and shit like that, who do you think is like the most liked and I guess like most popular and like rapper around the world?
Snoop.
Yeah, you can't beat Snoop, son.
Snoop is in commercials.
Having fun, son.
This nigga was just at the Olympics, bro.
Yeah, word, making like 500,000 a day and shit.
Yeah, like, and it's crazy when you think about it. Like, yo, Snoop beat a whole murder trial,
son,
and then made his career like a lot bigger. He never fucked it up after that, bro.
Yo, he's like one of the folks that literally do everything. I seen that nigga on like AEW.
Had a show with Martha Stewart, bro.
Word. I seen the nigga. What was it? AEW or was it TNA? One of those two wrestling.
He's right. No, he's in WWE. Yeah, he's at WrestleMania, bro. He does whatever he wants.
So I feel like Snoop is kind of like living the life.
He got commercials with Bad Bunny. Like, he be chilling, bro.
I think Snoop is, like, I was going to say Ice Cube, but I feel like
he's
Snoop
close. He's close. He got the movie. He's got Big 3, but he's not necessarily liked.
Like worldwide, I think Snoop, it's controversial, but I'll also say like, Ye will always have a fan base. Like, there's always gonna be some people who support him,
but there's also a lot of people that hate him.
Yeah, at the same time. So,
but I feel like, I feel like it depends on what he drops.
Yeah.
Then motherfuckers be like, all right. But then it's always like Kanye would do some Kanye ass shit and then fuck his own shit up.
Yeah, it's like he self sabotage a lot.
Yeah,
right.
Like a lot, bro. Like
but yeah, Snoop is the nigga. Like, yeah, that nigga is.
Bro, he be everywhere. Like, yo, I think they said that at the Olympics. Fucking, he was there smoking weed in the back of the car with like Anthony Edwards, bro.
yo,
Snoop could do anything he wants, bro.
Basically, let me see. How old is Snoop, son?
Snoop is probably 50.
52.
Yo, son.
Nigga living his life, son.
Our times are flying, bro.
Or I wonder when he said, like, I wonder when did it hit him, like, yo, I'm just gonna live life, like the way he do it now.
When Suge got locked up.
Yeah, right. word. Like, yeah, I ain't got to worry about
he the last one, not the last one out from the death row shit, but if you think about the whole picture, like, he's the only one out free. Shit crazy. Shout out to the Beyonce liquor.
Yeah.
Yo, whoever tried that, can y'all leave a review? I want to know how it tastes like before I buy that $90 shit with tax.
Son, I seen some nigga review it on TikTok. He was like, yo, you did your big thing, B. He like, yo, yeah.
I'll try it.
That shit made me hype, so I was like, oh, I'll try that. Did you try the
Nigga's about to go half on the bottle.
Word. I think, what was it, like, it's 80? The little 40
it's like 85, yeah.
85? Damn, I B. I mean, yeah.
We might do that shit next episode.
Yeah, just try it for sure.
If
take a shot.
Trash, Beehive coming out is like...
I ain't even gonna say, if it's trash, I'm not even gonna say it. Beehive gonna come through. You know what I'm saying?
This shit good.
Or, I mean, liquor don't hit me the same now, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas in their 30s now, so it's kind of like,
bro, I can't even drink liquor like that no more, bro.
I sleep immediately. Nigga, tell me why. I can't even tell a story because I feel like I'm in trouble at work.
Yeah, don't do it.
So, curve that one, but I got another story anyway. Now, I knew I was like an old head when, like, I started taking shots and falling asleep. Like, when niggas is just, well, that's always been me, low key. Like, always been.
You take a shot to go to sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, I take a shot, nigga. I'd be like,
if I take a shot, I gotta have fun.
Nah, nigga. I take a shot and go to sleep. I'm officially an old head, nigga. But that's the 30s for you. I
probably smoke and then go to sleep.
No. One thing about the 30s, like, niggas never really prepped us, son. Like,
bro.
I fuck with the 30s because it's like our magic years, my nigga. Like, we have crazy fun, but it's so much shit I wasn't prepared for, my nigga.
Yeah.
It's just like, nigga, literally having to clean up every single day of my life, my nigga.
Every year there's a new bill. You don't even know what that bill's for.
This can't be the bill.
You just randomly start getting pain. Yeah. Like, people be asking me, like, yo, what are your 30s are like? Yeah. I'm like, yo, the 30s is kind of like.
Or I'm like, depends on what part of your 30s too. If you're in the first half of your 30s, it's cool. 35, nigga, arthritis, back pain, fucking.
Bro, I'll get back pain for no reason, bro.
Son, nigga, my whole shit. I knew I was an old head when I had to, like, get up and, like, stretch. Like, I had to, like, wake up, like, 15, 20 minutes earlier just to stretch. And I'm like, yo, yeah, it's looking mandatory at this point.
You know, you're getting old when you start to depend on medication. like, you got to make sure you got Advil,
nigga picking up his prescription
Tylenol,
and shit.
Yeah, like. I even had Vicks just for
when niggas got over-the-counter meds in their crib.
Once you start using Vicks, it's over. You know,
crazy old head
shit. 30s is crazy, bro.
Son, it's kind of like being a teenager, but with money. You just gotta be way more responsible.
Your 30s could either go two ways. Like, I remember when I was like turning 30, I was like, damn, I don't have kids. I'm not married. I ain't get to this yet. Blah blah blah. But then once I got there, I'm like, man, this is just a number, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, just make the best out of it.
I feel like since our 30s, we just been up. Like, that's what it is. We just been up.
You learn more. You be like, damn, I was dumb in my 20s, bro. I was doing mad stupid shit, bro.
Son, like, I didn't know how stupid I was until I got to like 32, and I'm like, yo, nigga, my 20s was full of bullshit. I'm like, nigga, bro. I was a dumbass nigga.
Getting myself into danger. Just
treating life like now in our 30s, I think we realize like life is kind of fragile and shit like that.
Absolutely.
But in your 20s, it's kind of like some fearless, stupid shit going on.
In your 20s, you kind of like, it's almost like a fear of missing out.
Yeah,
but then in your 30s, you like, y'all can miss out.
Yo, in my 20s, I felt like I had to have it all together, my nigga. Yeah. Like, I felt like I was running out of time. I was like, if I don't figure it out by 30, nigga,
it's over.
I'm gonna be fucked up.
Yeah,
nigga.
I'm mad old. Like,
word. Now,
once you get there, it's just like,
now I'm in my mid 30s. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Word. But yo, 30s. And this is for everybody still in their 20s. Like, that shit does not matter, son.
It really don't.
Yo, the career and all that. I'll say if
just
anything,
take care of your body a lot.
Yeah, take care of your body. Yo, like underrated shit that motherfuckers got to take care of. Honestly, is like they teeth. Like, just ensure they take care of like their teeth and just have something like some sort of like principles, B.
Facts.
Like, stand for something, nigga. Like,
Right.
yo, and fucking recycle, my nigga. Like, I hate
Yo,
motherfuckers
bro.
who don't recycle.
Yo,
son.
if you go to my crib, I got like the cardboard shit,
yo.
the trash, and the plastic. Yo, if you throw some plastic in the fucking
son,
in the
that
cardboard,
should be making me want to fight.
Yeah,
son. I'm like, yo, how you 30 and
yeah.
don't recycle yet? But I feel like
maybe it's just me.
nah, because when you said
Yeah.
that, once I said recycling, I was just like, yo, that niggas get me tight when they don't.
Yeah,
recycle.
every crib I go to, like I got like a bottle.
like,
Y'all
I'm
recycle?
I'm like, y'all gotta recycle, right? Yeah.
I'll leave that bottle aside until you recycle.
Word.
Like-
if there was like a comparison I can make, like 20s versus the 30s and shit like that, it's kind of like being like in NBA terms, it's like coming in your first 3 years and everybody think you like, oh shit, you see the potential. And shit like that, but after you make like your first All-Star team,
I'm done.
maybe winning an award, you kind of like level-headed.
Yeah,
That's what your 30s is like. You know what I'm saying?
Coasting, you kind of coasting, but like more like your mind is already like evolved a little bit.
Basically, it's
Yeah.
almost like first your 20s is kind of like strive for greatness, LeBron. Like got
Yeah.
all the potential in the
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
but then you go to Miami and see like a well-rounded game.
Word.
That's your 30s, man. Like
Facts.
Yeah,
facts.
yo, your 30s is fucking, it's so fucking lit, my nigga. I know I said I was gonna get rid of the word lit, but 30s is a fucking, yo.
When the fuck you said that?
I was gonna retire the word lit. I feel like we gotta retire lit.
Nah.
We gotta give up, we gotta give up
Everything
something.
Everything lit.
Nah, but deadass 30s is kind of like,
I'm enjoying my
magic
30s
is-
more than I did with my 20s, honestly.
Nigga, I think, yo, if there was like,
Like I wish I had this mindset back then.
I always
but I'm
wish
also
that.
like you almost had to like go through that to
yeah.
kind of like evolve and learn from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
like,
so glad I experienced my 30s the way that I have and shit like
Yeah.
that. And it's kind of like, shout out to everybody who's seen, like who has been a part of like my 30s and shit like
Facts.
that. Because that
Facts.
shit was growing pains, nigga.
You should have
like,
seen 22-year-old Moody, son. This nigga was-
Niggas, yo, I have no idea, son.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, and I was like, I try to like make mention to that, like, time and like from here and there on social media, but I was still like talking about it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if niggas see me like from like 15 to like 24,
Yeah.
they appreciate this version of me
Yeah.
way more, dog. When
Absolutely.
I say, I wouldn't even want to play myself and say I was just lost. I just didn't know shit.
Would you consider yourself an OG now?
Yeah, but at the same time,
Do you catch yourself like preaching to young dudes like, yo,
come here, young blood. Come here, little
come over here,
nigga.
little man. Like, yo,
Nah.
don't go this route.
I hate to preach. Like, I hate that. Yeah, I don't like to preach because I feel like young niggas need to experience life how they should as well. So I kind of like give them like little game and shit like that. But I don't
hopefully
really be
some
like,
sticks in them.
yeah, like I never be like, do it this way because this is how I did it. I'm like, just do it how you see fit.
Yeah.
But just remember, your freedom is everything, my
Facts,
nigga.
facts,
yeah,
facts.
so when I think of like 15 to 24-year-old me, I'm like, nigga, if I had met me now, crazy. I would be like, nigga, never have I
If you
mentioned.
go Back to the Future.
Word, nigga, like, yo, come on, son. Like,
Fuck a
come here.
party, bro.
Word, nigga. Leave the party. Nah,
Yo.
even like, nigga, just stay
Don't
in
fuck
school.
with that chick.
Word. Nigga, like, come on, thirsty.
Yo,
like,
word,
yeah, like,
yeah.
start smacking myself in the back of my head.
Facts,
Thirsty
facts.
ass nigga and
Yeah,
shit.
Relax, bro.
Word. But I feel like, nigga, them shits was like some of the best times of my life, my nigga.
Facts,
Like,
facts.
even looking back at the struggle too, son. Like, it was whack, but at the same time,
Yo, it's crazy. Like
It's funny.
we went through the struggle at like back then.
yeah.
We were going through it, but we didn't realize what the struggle was.
Word,
Until now
son.
we like, damn, we was really
Yeah.
going through it, bro.
It was comedy, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard this. I don't know where I heard this saying it is. This saying is, but it was some shit like niggas got a lot in common when they all broke, right?
Facts.
When you all broke, it's kind of like, nigga, you ain't got shit to do. I ain't got shit to do.
Facts.
But once somebody start to get some money and shit, it's kind of like they can see the world a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I realized like that played a large part in my childhood, early adulthood. Because when I first got a job, a lot of motherfuckers I was rolling with wasn't working. So
Yeah.
like, you know, you meet people at work, it's like,
Bro, you
yo,
probably the first motherfucker from the block working for real.
yeah, so it's kind of like you get to like now I can go out for drinks with motherfuckers. We're on the
Yeah.
block. It's kind of like we got the drinks right here, nigga.
Word,
like
word.
we put in $4 a piece for some Hennessy,
Yeah,
nigga. Like,
Hennessy, niggas drinking E&J. Nigga,
word, if that.
Bacardi Berry?
Word, niggas, yo, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when you start getting a little bit of money, you just start to experience life a little differently and shit. And I'm like,
but I'm glad it's like coming like gradually. It ain't
Yeah,
like,
you know
I
what
feel
I'm
like
saying?
when the shit just so suddenly happens, like money
Yeah.
just get thrown your way. Even when you're like grown into money, you kind of got
Facts,
like a little
facts.
bit too much dip in your chip.
yeah,
But the world always has a way of humbling you.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind
Nigga.
of like
nigga, I got humble.
I'm glad I kind of came through like humble beginnings.
Yeah, word. That I feel like I don't know. You know, God not done with me yet, but I got nigga in my early 20s. I want to say I got humbled like crazy. Like I was making. It was this 2007 or 2008. Matter of fact, 2009.
Damn.
That year, at that time, I was making 36,000. To me, that was a lot because in 2009, because like there's niggas just making 40,000 now, right? So 2009, I'm making like 40,000, right? No, 36,000. So I'm going up to so whatever. I was like a home health aide, and they didn't have no cases for me. So I'm like, I go to school and they're like, oh shit, you making 36,000? You could probably pay for college. I'm like, I ain't got no money left over.
36,000.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So they're just like, oh, maybe you can put some money towards. And I'm like, I'm literally not working anymore.
Yeah.
And they was like, did you save anything? And I'm like, what the fuck is that, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, save anything, nigga. I low key remember like every week when I got paid. So nigga, weekly, this is how I know I was making bread, because I was pulling in like $700 a week after taxes.
Oh damn!
And
I was off the books.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then I was renting a room for like $75 a week.
Oh,
so just the difference, nigga. Like you know, nice, nigga. Yeah. That's when I think you and Junior used to come through all the. Right. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Junior. Yeah. Word. So I'm getting nigga paid like $75. Boom. I'm paying them niggas 2-3 months in advance.
He was chilling, bro.
Yo,
motherfucker had like 3 roommates in that.
Word. And then
this motherfucker's living like a refugee. I swear to God, bro. Nigga be like, yo, nigga be knocking for the bathroom, and then somebody there, but then you ain't even got next.
Nigga, I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
Yo, word.
Yo, I'm leaving my room like, damn, you nigga, you live here too? Like,
yeah,
yo,
I was so scared to like leave your room.
Yeah,
like,
son.
Motherfucker come out of their room like, who the fuck?
Word. So, son, right? So every week I'm going to Stussy and this brand called a New York thing. Nigga, I'm buying. Give me every shirt I got for the whole collection, right? That's how I am, nigga. Buying them niggas out, because shirts was like $25.
Because that's when Jay came to New York, he fucked the whole market up for everybody.
Yeah, word.
Was like, nah, Meatpacking District, bro.
Word. Shout out to Jay and shit like that. And I always
Jay put niggas on the shit.
I always want to give Jay his credit, one for introducing me to Jay Dilla, but also introducing me to like streetwear and shit like that. Yeah,
because he was like one of the first ones.
Yeah,
like, he really to like, because we was just like, yo, what the fuck we was rocking?
Hear some crazy shit?
What?
Nigga, in 2006, Jay was wearing Golden Goose.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Jay was wearing Golden Goose, nigga, in 2006.
That doesn't shock me.
Yeah, I mean, he was way ahead of his time.
He was the first nigga on the block with a fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
Nigga had that shit first day?
Yeah, but then he had 3 phones.
Yeah, bro.
So nigga had the what was that? The black sidekick. I forgot what they call it. The nigga who did the tattoos.
Oh, cartoon.
Yeah, he had the cartoons. Then he had the bleep, and then I think he had another Samsung or some
I remember
shit.
He came back with the fucking iPhone, and niggas just like, yo, your phone touch screen, bro.
Yeah, word.
That's crazy. That screen gonna break.
Honestly, and Jay don't get enough credit for like what he did to like our section of the Heights and shit like that. Yeah, put niggas on with dunks.
Facts. He was
skateboarding. Skateboarding. Nigga was making beats. It's crazy he never made a beat for Ty Hayes.
Yo, speaking of Ty Hayes,
word.
We should have him as a guest.
Word, facts. Yeah, shout out to Ty Hayes, man.
Ty Hayes was another one on the block that was like ahead of his time with shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, when I say, and shout out to Ty Hayes, I just ran into him like no lie, like last week. We was on 126th Street, and he, me and him was talking about, he was the first nigga that I can think of that was gonna put out sneakers, right? And put his logo on it and shit like that. Nigga, tell me why a year later Margiela do the, because remember the Converse shit, right?
The Converse
he had the shit thrown out, showed us everything, and Margiela put out basically the same idea that he had, and I'm like,
was it Margiela or like Ronnie Feig or some shit?
Nah, I think it was Margiela, because he sent, I think he sent it to me either on IG or Facebook. It was one of these social media platforms. He's like, yo, T, I should have went through with the shit. I'm like, nigga.
Yo, Ty was so ahead of his game with shit.
Facts.
Like I remember, I think one time, because he Ty rap.
Yeah.
So when Ty was like really,
he had the Heights in the headlock, nigga.
Yeah, he had the one song. He had one song that was like, oh shit, this shit crazy. I think I made that shit like my MySpace song or something like that. But then like I used to be a fan of Jay Mills.
Yeah, that was his man.
Yeah, I didn't know that was his man. I'm like,
that was his man.
But then you listen to Jay Mills, I'm like, this motherfucker really sound like Ty Hayes, bro.
Yeah,
so I'm
word.
Like,
remember when, I don't know if he was out there, but Ty Hayes had brought Jay Mills to the block. And shit, he was rapping and shit. I was like,
I don't think, like at the time, Jay Mills was like fucking huge, bro.
Yeah,
that was like battle rap and
son.
shit.
And like, Ty
That's
Hayes.
like when Puff brought them in to like battle
Word.
the band niggas. Yeah.
And like one of the reasons why like I look up to Ty Hayes and shit is just that like what he did, like he in terms of like being ahead of his time, like he always looked out for the community.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know how like we looked out for the block. He looked out for the community.
You know what's great? Like every time I see Ty Hayes, he makes sure to like have a real conversation with me.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like he's spitting game, but he's not necessarily telling you what to do.
Yeah.
But it's almost like
he hitting you at the right direction and shit.
That make you think like, oh, all right, cool. So I definitely want him as a guest.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
like,
you know what I mean? He got a lot of shit to say.
A lot of freak,
a lot of game.
Word. And he was kind of like
he's
a
still
big
the
brother,
only dude I ever seen with the Air Force 3s.
Fire.
Ever. Yo, I be looking for him online. The Air Force 3s. I remember I seen him like, no lie, he was posted like on the corner. He had
facts.
Because he was chilling with all the D-boys.
Yeah, word.
He wasn't the D-boy.
And then he had like the whole 6 block going crazy.
Whole 6 block going crazy.
Yeah, son.
Yeah,
like
man,
that nigga did so much for like our community as a whole. Like even like when niggas started to like raise the rent and shit like that, I feel like he had a hand in like advocating for the community and shit like that. And then, you know, rest in peace Patrick, who lived in my building, like when he passed away, Ty Hayes was the one putting like basically putting everything together for him in terms of like, hey, let's celebrate him some more and shit like that. And I just feel like who he is as a man and shit like that is kind of like the role model that we needed when he was younger. Because I feel like if this nigga wasn't around to like to see how he, which I'm sure was challenging for him at that time,
yeah,
how he,
of course,
but how he navigated life, son. Like I was just like, yo, we seen this nigga rap. We seen him like hold the block together. We seen this nigga become a father.
Now looking at him as a father.
It's crazy, son. You know what I'm saying?
As fuck. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, and still look at him like he one of us and shit
still
like
fresh,
that.
Bro.
Yeah, word,
bro.
Word. So I still want him. Like I'm not sure if he's still rapping, but to put some shit out. Yeah, word.
One time he went live and then I was like, yo, get in the stoop, bro.
Yeah, word, get in the stoop. Yo, but the nigga really, you know what I'm saying? Like held on the heights. For me, he's just as big as Felipe Lopez, nigga.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? He always have like my respect and shit like that. And I always get hype running into the nigga and shit.
Because it's always like, yo, yeah.
When I see the nigga, I get the nigga like 40 daps and shit.
Facts, always love, bro.
Yeah, nigga, I love that nigga Ty Hayes, son. Like, and he's like one of the first people to like welcome me to the Heights. Cause you know I moved to the Heights when I was 12. You know what I'm saying? So we lived in the corner, right?
He lived. You know what's crazy? I think he lived across the street from me. I don't even know what building it was.
Because I want
to say it was Bailey's building.
Nah, I think he lived in 545 or the building after on the corner. Okay. One of those two buildings. Yeah. But he was just like
always on the block.
Yeah, he was just always on the block. So,
and
you know how like the block was kind of separate because he was like up the block, and then we was like
up the block is different. I was up the block. He was like middle of the block and shit.
Yeah, and then all the hood niggas.
Yeah, all the hood niggas. We don't go down
Broadway and shit. Yeah, but Ty Hayes always made sure we was safe and shit like that. So it was kind of like
because up the block was kind of like the athletic niggas.
Yeah, word.
Street niggas. That's what it was, bro. Even the athletic niggas from like down the block that was the street niggas and ended up being street niggas.
Yeah, word. But then we used to play with the niggas. Yo, son, I used to hate playing against the niggas. Like we used to play like two-hand touch.
Oh yeah.
I used to hate playing against niggas. Is like we played regular football. Them niggas was like
aggressive as fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. And then it was my nigga Eddie. Shout out to Eddie who lived at the end of the block. I was low key mad at the nigga because he started dating my sister and shit like that. But he was kind of like my big bro at the same time.
Which Eddie?
Not Eddie, Eric's brother. Eddie. It was another Eddie. There was two brothers, Ed and Eddie. He had dreads. And he grew dreads at some point. But he lived on the other end of the block, and then he had mossed me a few times, and I was like, I'm never playing against this nigga again. Because remember, in the Heights, I was the prom.
Football just ain't meant for you.
Yeah, word. In the Heights, you know, two-man touch, I was killing. But when I played against this nigga, like he was literally like playing physical, and but us, we was kind of like just shaking each other.
Everybody's car is parked, so you're getting pushed in the car.
Into cars and shit,
like,
yeah.
Wildin', bro.
So them niggas was like, yeah. Shout out to all them niggas, man. Like shout out to Broadway in general, bro. Like
I'll never forget that big ass water fight.
Yeah, yo, up the block versus down the block.
Bro, it was like that was probably like the most fun day I could remember. Like everybody, I remember I was going to my pop's house, just filling up a bucket of water. He's just like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
Word, yo, shout out to the Heights, man. Yo, I fucking love the Heights, bro. Honestly, it was a traumatic transition going from like the projects in Brooklyn. Yeah, nigga, I went from like all black people to being the only black person like
on the block.
Yeah, me and Eric at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Eric was Puerto Rican.
Yeah, nigga, last name was Gutierrez. Yeah. And then I remember this nigga bagged Maciel from my building and shit like that, and he was like, she was like, is he black? And he was like, I'm half Puerto. Nigga, that's the only time I see the nigga play the half Puerto Rican card. He's like, yeah, my last name is Gutierrez.
They love that shit. Him and Eddie, Puerto Rican.
I'm like, nigga, you black as fuck, nigga. Yo, but yeah, just shout out to like everybody who lived on 162. I want to go through everybody's names and shit. Cause that's like
I forget names.
Nah, it was a big part of my childhood. Nigga, I was just up there when they shot the ASAP video and shit like that. Yeah, so I see. Nigga, I ran into Andre.
Oh yeah, he always
mad fucking random. It was him and some shorty and shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga backing now and shit.
I'm dead.
Yeah, but shout out to like 162nd Street. That shit was crazy.
Saint Nick.
Yeah, everybody, nigga. We had niggas front, but we had like a solid group and shit, nigga.
We was like the only fun block, bro.
Yeah, word.
6th Third was like, damn, they probably watched this, but 6th Third was very like. They was
on some hood shit. Yeah, some hood shit, but we was fun.
So we was fun. If you want to get the game in,
you come to 162.
Get you got your team.
And then when the niggas from 6th Third come like, oh, here
come
the
hood niggas. 5'8", like randomly have beef with us.
Yeah. We played the niggas in football and shit.
Bro.
Nah, but 162 we had everybody. We had Ty Hayes, so it really didn't matter who anybody else had and shit like that.
The whole 60s.
But the whole like from 160 to 169, you know what I'm saying? It was at the end of the day, it was still all love and shit like that because we had. Who we had? We had Ty Hayes. We had what's the nigga who made that song? This is how I high. We had Mims.
Oh, Hims. I mean, Mims.
Yeah, Mims and shit.
He was like 6'4", right?
6'4" on Broadway. We had Murphy. Remember Murphy?
Oh yeah.
He saw my Achilles. Shout out to my nigga Achilles, man.
Those were the balls.
Yo, shout out to my Achilles is one of the few niggas that I actually like still like chop it up with and shit like that. When they had the A-side video, nigga hit me up to like tell me come through and shit like that. So that was like always my nigga Demo. I know we haven't spoken in like forever. Like shout out to my nigga Demo, Bailey, Andre.
Whatever happened to Littles?
Oh, word. So he used to hoop with us.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
Yeah, he used to hoop with us and shit like that. Shout out to Littles. Sam, Big,
Sam,
Beans, Vanilla Caesar and shit, and Brenda.
Yeah,
son.
I played baseball with Caesar.
Oh, word. He got scouted by the Athletics, right?
Yeah.
Who else we had up there? I don't want to miss no. Remember the nigga Fabio used to make the Dreamcast games?
Bro, we used to go to his crib. He had the Xbox and we played like No Mercy. But he had the multi-tab joint with like 8 niggas, so we used to do the Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's
and then
fire.
everybody just be there waiting, like I pick my character, everybody because it'd be randomly like people pop up. It'd be like me, him, Chino, Adrian, fucking mad heads.
You know we forgot to shout out my nigga Pito.
Oh, word.
Shout out to my nigga Pito, word. Nigga. He living the seat now.
He living the life, man.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Pito. You know what I'm saying? Great seeing this nigga be a father and shit. Love to see it for him and shit. I think he's 2 kids in now. Might be, is it 2 or 3? I think it's 2.
I think it's 2. Yeah,
2. Shout out to my nigga Fredo. Yeah, shout out to Pito. We can't call him Pito no more. We gotta call nigga Fredo because that's the grown version of shit. My fault, Fredo.
My bad.
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck he was doing as Pito, nigga?
Yeah, I mean, he was building his name. Yeah, he was one of the few niggas. Oh, Janivy from 6'4", but
Pito was the only dude they used to show up with like real like
word. Had the headband going and shit, but he was hooping and shit. Yeah, Janivy from 6'5". Let me just stand correct. You know what I'm saying? Wonky, Adrian. Yeah, shout out to Jose Carlos. Rest in peace, Harrison. I seen the nigga.
R.P. Harrison.
Yeah, I seen Jose Carlos and Pachungo at Harrison's funeral. And shit like that, dapped it out with them niggas and shit. Yeah, shout out to like all them niggas, Chi, all them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Eric.
I remember Chi used to be a whole shit talker. I think he used to get himself into trouble.
He's called Memphis Cheech and shit like that. Yeah. That nigga was like the Memphis Bleak of the block and shit. Yeah.
I'm telling you, everybody on that block was like a certain character of Rockefeller.
Facts, yo, nigga. Did you ever meet Maria, who lived in the brownstones across from me? She's Bulgarian. Her sister Julieta.
I think we chilled in her. I remember she was on top floor, right?
Yeah.
I think, where the fuck was she from? She was like white.
Bulgaria. Yeah, she's Bulgarian. She's from Bulgaria. Shout out to Maria. Who else was nigga? The Heights had we had a whole little army up there. Nigga, remember David? He used to try to fight every nigga. It was David, Crazy David he's living in the building next to me. He fought Kermit.
Oh yeah, David from 164. They came on the block.
Now that I realize it, I don't really fuck with this nigga, so I don't care. But Kermit was like way older than us, my nigga.
Yeah, he was like 28 or something.
Yeah, like I'm like, I was just like, nigga, like,
we like 16.
We 14, nigga. Like, I remember one time, I was like 16 years old, nigga. I had no job. You know, my family always struggled and shit like that. Nigga was like, yo, you gotta buy more clothes. Like, you gotta. And I'm like, looking back, I was 16, nigga. Nah, looking back, I'm like, I'm 16, and I'm like, nigga, you 24 hanging out with 16-year-old. Now, it hit me when I got older. That, cause I seen the nigga at Rite Aid, right? One day, nigga had 4 kids, and I'm like, how old is this nigga?
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah,
nigga, crazy. It was the day after. Hello, did I see you and Ash?
Oh yeah, that shit. Nah, you got that's crazy.
So it was literally the day after, right? Yeah. So I'm walking her to the train station. I see this nigga out there. And I'm like, that's the one nigga I don't think I'll ever make up with. Not even make up with. We ain't got no real beef and shit like that. Yeah, but it was just like a lot of shit that he used to say to us. I don't give a fuck about him. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about him. It's just like whatever, you know what I'm saying? I hope he's doing good in life and shit like that. But it was just like the shit that I realized he used to say to me. And And I'm
It was
like,
very
nigga,
problematic. I think that's why that shit in 6'4" happened.
Yeah, and I'm like, son, this nigga is wild old, son. And I'm like, yo, how you 24 trying to son 16-year-olds? And I realized, like, nigga, you was the oldest nigga on the block. Him and David, son. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, wasn't it David that? It was David that had the problems with people.
No, David naturally had problems with everybody. I'm just talking about Kermis, who was cool because Kermis was on the baseball.
I always avoided Kermis. I ain't really.
Oh, nah, he put me on. That's one thing, and it sounds like I'm like trying to diss the nigga, but also like give him his props and shit like that. And it's no beef. It's never really ever been no beef. He's just to say, yeah, we all grown. But he used to say like a lot of out of pocket shit when we was teenagers and shit. So that's why I don't really give a fuck about him. But the nigga really did put me on the baseball, son.
Yeah, I remember you used to tell me about him. I'm like,
yeah, he really did put me on the baseball and shit like that. But it was just like the little shit he'll say to me that I never really sat well. So I don't want to sound like I'm a hater and shit like that. He got into
outgrown that shit now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I know he got into filming and shit like that. Yeah, so
salute to him.
Well, yeah, salute or whatever. But yeah, we had a little army over there and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 162nd, man.
Facts.
For helping us grow into who we are today.
Word.
I'm glad we survived it, son. Life's so fucking fragile.
Bro, I be looking back at it like, damn.
Yeah, so many people fucking passed away. Hey, yo, that's just not it, son.
Yo.
Crazy time out, man. Just let them gather at stores and shit.
My bad.
Nah, but like, thinking about it, it's like, yo, we really did have a fire ass like childhood.
Yeah, some great ass moments at that.
Word,
like
man.
on that block, bro.
And you know, it's crazy. Like as many fights as it wasn't really that many that we had and shit like that.
I almost fought Philip.
Philip? That's a random ass fight.
Nah, it was like a day. Philip? Yo, bro, it was like one
middle of the block. Philip that used to live in Wendy's building.
Yeah, middle. I remember we was playing football. Like he just kept fucking with me. I think I had a bad day or something.
Yeah.
And two-hand touch to me turned into like tackle football.
Niggas are shoving each other.
Bro, I remember I went to like Ray Lewis tackle this nigga on the we playing on the sidewalk and I ran straight into like somebody's bunker in the car. Bro.
It was personal.
Yeah, it was personal at that time. But he legit. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I was getting cooked.
Oh, nigga cooked you?
Nah, like, legit, like it was like he's catching it.
Yeah.
I'm going full speed.
Yeah.
And he's just like. Whoop, I miss, and I just ran straight into the car. And just
I'm tackling. You gotta tackle him just to make up for it and shit like that.
It was just like a bad day.
Yo, but it's crazy. I feel like we had to all separate like in pieces and shit like that. You know, like me, you, Adrian, Jawanki separated.
Everybody's from everybody. Completely different.
Yeah, I feel like we all had to like live our lives, and then like now could come back and just be like, like even shout out to my nigga Ali, man. I love that nigga, man, son. Ali, he came to my game. You was there when
I was playing, remember?
Oh yeah. He came to the game his first week back in New York. Son, you know what I'm saying? So like Ali was a big part of our childhood. Shout out to his little brother Khalid and shit.
Ali was he was like the on the block. Like he really worked in the store. So I remember one time, but he's like our age. So he used to come outside, see that we playing football, just throw the football one time.
Yeah, they go run back in the store.
To the register. Like these motherfuckers.
Word, yeah. You know you got a store now in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, I believe
shout out to my nigga Ali and shit like that. Man, we got so many 162 stories. I feel like at some point in the future we should dedicate an episode just to like 160-second stories. And maybe just have niggas from the block on the pod and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to 162nd. We want to end with that. Just shout out 162nd.
We got any topics?
Let me see if we got any additional.
Once again.
Oh yeah, word.
Y'all don't think you can see this, but
yeah, I don't think you can. But shout out to
Scraps is live today.
Yeah, it's live. SCRAPSNewYork.com. The link will be in the bio. I'm also gonna put it somewhere on the screen.
Word.
But yeah, check that out. And just want to wrap up with shouting out everybody.
Word.
Love, appreciate appreciate all the love. Shout out to 162nd. All these stories brought back so many memories. So I want to shout out, we was St. Nick and we was the only block that connect at St. Nick and Amsterdam on 162nd. Cause remember Rite Aid, so shout out to Amsterdam and St. Nick.
Never became anything.
Nope, just been the spot. Yeah. So shout out to 162nd in Amsterdam, middle of the block, Broadway. Fort Wash too, cause I see niggas over there. We used to go down there sometimes, but not all the time.
That's because you live down there.
Yeah, word. Rent the room out there.
I had no business down there. Shout out to 162 St. Nick.
Yeah, shout out 162nd and Broadway too, and then
Broadway too.
Appreciate my nigga Akile hit me up, and shout out to Ty Hayes always, man.
Word, Ty Hayes, you be up here, bro.
Facts. We gonna have to petition to get this nigga over there.
Yeah, because that motherfucker.
I'm gonna DM this nigga right after this episode.
This nigga's Obama of the Heights.
Nah, all right, y'all. Peace and love. Later.
Holla.
Yes, sir.